Don't throw out like a free ebook or something very generic that is like targeting a broad audience. Make sure it is a lead magnet, a solution for your ideal customers. I want to share with you a funnel for info marketers that has helped several of my clients scale to 6 figures and even 7 figures, which I call the Boomerang Funnel. So let's get into it and break it down for you to see whether you can also apply this in your business. So let's get into it. The first component of the funnels is very, very simple. And that's basically you need a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a free report, free checklist, or something that people can download for free once they exchange their email address or phone number for it. What I want to emphasize here is to make sure you don't have any random lead magnets, but a lead magnet needs to be designed with your ideal customer's problem in mind. And that lead magnet is part of the solution to help them to solve their problem. For example, my ideal audience is high-ticket coaches. So when I design a lead magnet, I need to make sure I'm creating a lead magnet that helps them with their particular problem. For instance, their problem might be getting highly qualified leads. So my lead magnet might be titled 7 ways or top 10 ways to generate highly qualified leads for your coaching business. So that is what very important distinction I just want to mention. And I'm sure a lot of you know it, but what I'm trying to say is don't throw out a free ebook or something very generic that is like targeting a broad audience. Make sure it is a lead magnet, a solution for your ideal customers. So here we have, if you can see my screen, you can see that we want to drive traffic from Facebook, Instagram, Google, or whatever traffic source to that landing page where we capture the email address and their phone numbers. Once they have downloaded that report and they get added to our email list. That's pretty standard stuff for lead magnets. So the distinction here with the Boomerang Funnel is that at the point where they enter the details to download the lead magnet, what we want to do here is to qualify them by using several questions. It may be 2 or 3 questions just to qualify to make sure that they are the right fit for you. So in our case, what we want to do is we want to qualify whether the prospect is actually running paid ads, for example, maybe whether they are doing webinars. So because if they're not doing webinars, if they're not running paid ads, for example, they do not qualify for our high ticket program. In this case, what we want to do is if they qualify, you want to send them to a VSL page where you have a video talking about your high ticket offer. Now, in our case, what we're offering is an opportunity to have a chat with us about us running and managing their ads for their webinar funnel. So in our VSL page, what we do is basically tell them, hey, look, if you're running webinars and you're encountering all these issues, why not have a chat to us? Because we can help you to solve these particular problems. And we've done it time and time again. So why not book a call with us and let's see if we got a good fit. In summary, that's what it really is about, because we can help you go faster, we can help you scale faster, we can help you grow bigger, and we take away all the stress for you. That is our pitch. So a certain percentage of those that watch your video will schedule a meeting with you, and whether you are offering a service or high ticket coaching offer, whatever it is, this is where you can have your strategy call, and a certain percentage of them will end up purchasing from you. Okay, so basically about those people that do not qualify in a situation, say for example in our situation where they do not use paid ads, where they do not have webinars, right? We may not be able to help them. What we could do is to send them to another alternative sales page where we offer them a study program. They can then implement it themselves. Alternatively, we can offer them a continuity coaching program where we can guide them to scale the webinars. And then when they are more successful, they can come and use our done for you services. Similarly, if you're a coach, you might have a continuity program here where it's like $97 a month or $197 a month or whatever it is. You want to make this offer for those people who do not qualify for your high ticket offer, but they might be able to afford like $97 a month or $47 a month or whatever it is that you're offering. Okay, now obviously this is less involvement from you, but this is a great way as well to start making sales and to help more people into your community so that you can coach them and help them to grow, and one day they can be able to afford your high ticket coaching offer. And if you get enough people into the program and on a continuity basis, that can also be a very solid cash flow for your coaching business moving forward as well. So a certain percentage will land here and a certain percentage will obviously convert. So make sure your offer is super attractive. Make it almost like a no-brainer where there's like, $5,000 in value. Like what Richard Brunson says is like a linchpin offer where there's so much value, there's $5,000 in value. It's kind of like you'd be stupid not to sign up for it, at least on the trial basis, for say, $47 for the first month or $17 for the first month as a trial. And then they continue to consume and be part of your community and pay you a figure, say $97 every single month. Okay, I think it's quite straightforward. Now, why it's called a boomerang funnel is that, remember, everyone that has signed up to your lead magnet, they are now in your email list. So the other strategy here is that you want to bring them back via consistent newsletters, whether it's once a week, 2 times a week, 7 times a week for some of you who are super hardworking. This is where you need to nurture your email list. And when you nurture your email list on a consistent basis, at least once a week, I would recommend. This is where some of them, when you make offers, they will eventually say, yes, I will make that purchase for your continuity program. Maybe you have a flash sale once every month for your continuity program, or a special bonus that you throw in for anyone who signs up. And that's where you build more recurring income with your continuity program. Now, the other opportunity you have once they're on your list is that you can invite them for webinars once every month or once every 2 months, where you talk about the topic that actually interests your target audience. And then, of course, again, this is an opportunity for you to make a pitch to schedule a meeting so that they can be potential high ticket clients as well in the future, right? That's basically it in a nutshell, right? That's the whole framework, which I call the boomerang funnel. Now, let's see what actually happens when we put some forecasted numbers into it. This software that you're looking at, this is called Funnelytics, and it's a pretty cool software, and we're a certified partner. So you can see here, we are actually projecting how many people and how much spend we need to do to get all these people to come and download the free lead magnet. Now, only say 30% of people that come to the landing page conservatively will become leads, okay? The rest, for whatever reason, they won't sign up. Let's say 20% of them, after taking your questionnaire, are qualified people to work with you for your high ticket offer. Now, out of this 20%, maybe only 5% that watch the sales page video will schedule a meeting, and out of that, only 15% will become clients. But no worries, because part of it is that they are in your email list, and over the period of 1 year, say like 10% of the people on your list actually sign up for your webinar, and 15% of those people who sign up for your webinar actually schedule a meeting, which I think is super conservative. If you're on the list for 1 year and you're having all these awesome webinars every month and only 10% of them sign up, right? So from this, a percentage of them, say 15%, schedule a meeting, and eventually 15% of those become high ticket clients of yours. So assuming here a average revenue per customer for your high ticket offer of $6,000. So over a period of 1 year, just for the high ticket offer, you can see by spending around $12,000 in ad spend, we are getting $36,000 back over a period of 1 year with this funnel. But of course, we haven't factored into account the continuity program that you have for those people who do not qualify. So say 80% of them do not qualify for the high ticket offer. They go to the sales page, and 5% of them immediately convert to become part of your continuity program. And then another 5% that is added to your list. Over a period of 1 year, you have some flash sales, special offers. They also become customers of your continuity program. And say your continuity program here is $97 and they stay on average 3 months. Okay, so that's roughly $297, let's call it, right? So that's an extra $33,000 a year. And if you add those two up, you're talking for an output of about $12,000. You are getting over $60,000 back, close to $70,000. Now let's look at actual figures here. We're talking $11,000 in expenses and getting revenues of $70,000, which is roughly a 6 times ROAS. So it's not too bad, and I'm just using super conservative figures. And this is how some of my clients have used this Boomerang Funnel to really scale the businesses from, starting from zero, actually, some of them, to doing 6 figures in like literally half a year's time, right? So it's a very effective funnel. And the best part is, you're building a list at the same time, which is kind of like the second bite of the cherry, because a lot of them will end up buying other stuff down the track from you. And the power of your list is also you're building an asset for your business for the long term. So I hope this Boomerang Funnel makes sense. And, if this is something that you like to discuss more about, we're happy to implement it for you. Just click on one of the links below and let's schedule a time. So regardless, if you don't, I hope you got lots of value from this episode.
And if you want to learn about more types of marketing funnels for your business, check out our playlist here, where we provide you with the funnel types you can use for your business growth.